Hi, I'm Maisie. Most people know me as the marketing executive who helped triple Apex Solutions' client base in just 2 years. What they don't know is how I smile through gritted teeth every time my husband of 5 years takes credit for inspiring my success. You crushed that presentation today, babe, Derek said, loosening his tie as we walked into our condo. Though next time, maybe tone down the enthusiasm. You don't want clients thinking you're desperate. I nodded and set my laptop down. Classic Derek. Compliment followed by criticism, all wrapped up in that charming smile that fooled everyone except me. I've got the Henderson account in the bag. They loved my pitch. Our pitch. Remember I gave you those pointers last night? Those pointers were actually suggestions I'd already rejected based on market research. But arguing would only lead to an hour-long lecture. My phone buzzed with a text from Jessica. Drinks tonight? Need girl time? Derek glanced at my screen. Jessica again? Didn't you just see her last weekend? Just happy hour. I'll be home by 7. Fine. Just don't let her fill your head with her feminist nonsense again. Jessica was waiting at our usual spot, martini already in hand. There she is, the marketing goddess herself. God, I needed this, I said, sliding into the booth. That bad, huh? What did Prince Charming do this time? The usual. Taking credit, nitpicking my work. I'm exhausted, Jess. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Something's off with that guy. The way he watches you at parties, how he always needs to know where you are. He's just protective. There's protective and then there's controlling, Maisie. Before I could respond, my phone lit up with a call from Nathan, Derek's business partner. Maisie, just wanted to tell you the Henderson presentation was brilliant. Your market analysis saved us. Thanks, Nathan. That means a lot. Derek should be proud. Speaking of, he mentioned your anniversary is coming up. 5 years next week? Congrats. Listen, gotta run. Board meeting tomorrow. After hanging up, Jessica raised an eyebrow. At least Nathan appreciates you. He's always been decent, unlike Derek's sister. Olivia called yesterday to remind me that her brother deserves a wife who prioritizes family over career. Classic Olivia, the devoted sister who thinks her brother walks on water. My phone buzzed again. Derek. I've made reservations for our anniversary. Le Chateau, 8 o'clock. Wear that blue dress I bought you. I've invited some important clients. Of course he had. Our anniversary wasn't about us. It was another networking opportunity. Sounds perfect, I replied, though my stomach twisted. He's planning something big, I told Jessica, showing her the text. Le Chateau? Fancy. Maybe he's finally going to treat you right. I forced a smile, but something in me knew better. Derek's grand gestures always came with strings attached. This dinner would be no different. The week flew by in a blur of presentations and forced smiles. Our anniversary arrived, and I spent an hour getting ready in the blue dress Derek insisted on. Too tight around the shoulders, but he always said it made me look appropriately elegant. Le Chateau was buzzing when we arrived. Derek worked the room, his hand possessively on my lower back. 5 years with this beauty, he announced to everyone within earshot. Still can't believe she said yes. The waiter led us to a private alcove with rose petals scattered across the white tablecloth. I spotted a bottle of champagne chilling nearby. You went all out, I said, genuinely surprised. Only the best for our special night. Derek's smile didn't reach his eyes. We ordered, and Derek kept checking his watch and phone. The appetizers arrived, but he barely touched his. Everything okay? You seem distracted? Perfectly fine, just waiting for the right moment. I assumed he meant a gift or some announcement. I was half right. The champagne was poured, and Derek raised his glass. To 5 years of marriage. To us, I replied. He took a long sip, then set his glass down with a loud clink. You know, I've been thinking a lot about our relationship lately. Something in his tone made my skin crawl. I've realized something important, Maisie. Something I should have told you years ago. The restaurant seemed to grow quieter. I've been disgusted by you since our first night together. My glass froze halfway to my lips. The way you throw yourself into your career while neglecting what really matters. The way you think you're so smart. The way you breathe too loudly when you sleep. All of it. Disgusting. I set my glass down slowly. Derek, what are you doing? Being honest for once, I've been sleeping with someone else for 2 years. Someone who actually understands what a man needs. On cue, a stunning woman in a red dress approached our table. Is it time, baby? Derek smiled up at her. Perfect timing, Vanessa. I was just telling my soon-to-be ex-wife about us. Vanessa slid into the seat beside him. Sorry, honey. He's been miserable for so long. The restaurant wasn't just quiet anymore. It was dead silent. Every eye was on our table. I filed for divorce this morning, Derek continued. Thought our anniversary was the perfect time to let you know. I looked at them both, then slowly rose from my seat. Something cold and calm settled over me. I smiled, picked up my purse, and walked out without a word. Jessica was at my apartment 20 minutes later. That absolute monster! I knew he was bad, but this... You suspected he was cheating? I saw him with her once, at that bar on 7th. He didn't see me. I wasn't sure and didn't want to hurt you without proof. I was already on my laptop, checking our accounts. Jess, look at this. He's been moving money for months. Our joint savings is nearly empty. Can he do that? Not legally, no, but it'll be a nightmare to prove. I scrolled through transaction after transaction. Money moved to accounts I didn't recognize. I'm not going to confront him, I said finally. Not yet. He thinks he's won. Let him keep thinking that. What are you going to do? I closed the laptop. I'm going to gather every scrap of evidence I can find, and then I'm going to burn his entire world to the ground. The next morning, I put on my best poker face and called Derek. We should talk about what happened. There's nothing to talk about, Maisie. I've said what I needed to say. I'd like to get my things from the condo. I'll come by when you're at work. Whatever, just don't take anything that belongs to me. I spent the day collecting financial documents, then texted Nathan to meet for coffee. My God, Maisie, I heard what happened. Are you okay? I've been better. Derek's been cheating with someone named Vanessa. Nathan nearly choked. Vanessa Reynolds? From accounting? She's been working on our special projects team. Derek brought her in last year. Nathan, has Derek been involved in anything questionable at work? He glanced around nervously. Why do you ask? I found strange transactions in our finances. Money disappearing to accounts I don't recognize. Between us? There have been discrepancies in the books. Nothing I could prove, but enough to make me uncomfortable. I need your help. I'm not just going to let him walk away with our money and his reputation intact. Nathan nodded. I'll send you some files tonight. Be careful with them. The next day, I visited Derek's office during his lunch. His assistant, Claire, looked up nervously. Mrs. Harrington, Derek isn't here right now. I know. I actually came to see you, Claire. Has he been inappropriate with you? Her eyes filled with tears. Claire told me everything. The unwanted touches, the late-night texts, the threats about her job. You're not the only one, are you? No. There's Melissa in design, Tara from the front desk. I left with a list of names and spent the week meeting each woman. Their stories were disturbingly similar. Then I ran into Olivia at the grocery store. Well, if it isn't my soon-to-be ex-sister-in-law, she sneered. Hello, Olivia. How's Derek? How's... Happier without you. He and Vanessa are already looking at houses. Interesting. Has he told you about his other girlfriends? I showed her my phone, with texts from Claire and the others. Olivia's face paled. These could be fake. Call Claire yourself. Ask her about the Christmas party last year. She handed back my phone. Why are you showing me this? Because despite everything, you deserve to know who your brother really is. The company gala was 3 days away. Derek would be receiving the Entrepreneur of the Year award. You're actually going to that thing? Jessica asked as she helped me zip up my dress. After what he did? Oh, yes. Derek thinks he's untouchable. He needs to learn that actions have consequences. The financial records Nathan provided showed clear patterns of fraud. The testimonies from Derek's victims painted a picture of systematic harassment. By Friday night, I was ready. "Are you sure about this?" Jessica asked. "I've never been more sure of anything in my life." The Grand Imperial Hotel ballroom glittered with fake smiles. Derek worked the room with Vanessa on his arm while Nathan met me at the bar. "You look like a woman on a mission." "Just wait. Is everything ready?" "All set. The projector system is under my control. Just give me the signal." Derek spotted me, whispered to Vanessa, then strolled over. "Didn't expect to see you here. Glutton for punishment?" "I wouldn't miss your big moment for the world." The CEO, Richard Bentley, tapped the microphone. "Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to present our Entrepreneur of the Year award to Derek Harrington." Derek took the stage, beaming. "I'm honored to accept this award," he began, launching into a speech about integrity. I nodded to Nathan, who moved to the control booth. "None of this would be possible without the support of my loving—" Derek's voice trailed off as the screen behind him changed to display financial statements and bank transfers. "What is this?" Richard asked, squinting. I approached the stage. "Records of funds Derek has been siphoning from client accounts for 3 years." "This is ridiculous," Derek stammered. "Maisie is clearly trying to embarrass me." "Actually," Nathan said, "I compiled these records myself. They're accurate and verified." Claire stood up. "While we're being honest, I'd like to report the sexual harassment I've endured from Derek." One by one, other women rose. Melissa, Tara, and 3 others. Derek's face paled. "This is a setup. You're all lying." Olivia emerged from the crowd. "Even I can't defend you anymore, brother." Derek locked eyes with me. "Maisie, please. I made a mistake. We can fix this." "Fix it? Like you fixed our finances? Like you fixed our marriage while sleeping with Vanessa and harassing your employees?" "I'm sorry. I was wrong. I'll do anything." "That's the difference between us, Derek. I don't want anything from you. Not anymore." 6 months later, I sat with Jessica at our favorite cafe. Derek pled guilty, 2 years minimum. The civil suits will take care of whatever's left when he gets out. Jessica raised her coffee cup. To karma. And to new beginnings. My marketing firm was thriving. Nathan had joined as my partner, and Claire was our office manager. My phone buzzed with a text from Olivia. "Lunch next week? I found those vintage earrings you were looking for." Our unexpected friendship had been a silver lining. 1 year after that anniversary dinner, I visited Le Chateau again, alone. The maitre d' recognized me. "Much better company this time," I told him, raising my glass. Outside, life bustled on. Inside, I savored the sweet taste of justice served cold. The story has ended. Was Maisie right to publicly destroy Derek's life and career? Or did she go too far with her revenge? Would you have accepted his apology at the gala? Or do you believe some betrayals are simply unforgivable? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this revenge story of a woman who refused to be a victim, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories about people standing up to toxic relationships. New videos every day.